Hi, my name is Felice. We are practicing together today using a Hatha sequence. Hatha means that we'll move a little slower and hold poses a little longer so that we can strengthen our body. We will focus on hip opening in our practice today. Please have with you 2 blocks and a blanket, along with anything else you like to have during your practice. We will also be using a strap. Very good. All right, please join me. I'm grounding into my seat. I'm sitting up on a blanket to lift my hips a little bit. Here, let's come into a comfortable seat, grounding our hips down and giving our bodies a time to acclimate to stillness. Notice your breath here. Understand as you inhale, your breath moves all the way through your body. And as you exhale, your body dispenses with what it doesn't need. Continue your deep inhale. And as you exhale, release any tension you find in your body. Continue grounding in with your hips, lifting up through your torso, your crown reaches upwards. Taking in deep inhales and releasing long, slow exhales. Feel your body release more and more into your seat. Get comfortable with being here, being on your mat. Just being. Here, return to a comfortable breath. We're going to transition onto the mat in a reclined position. So please bring your frame down towards the mat and bring your strap along with. Releasing comfortably onto the mat. Let's take our strap, bending your right knee. Bring your strap around your right toes or the ball of your foot. You can extend your left leg long. Let's begin flossing our leg. We'll lift our heel towards the ceiling and then release the knee down towards the chest, warming up your lower body. Continue on your own, lifting and lowering. The next time your heel reaches for the ceiling, let's take our strap in our right hand. I'm going to begin rotating my leg outward for an external rotation, taking my toes to the right corner of the room. And then I'll move that back. So taking my toes out, moving them back. Notice any sensation you feel. Recognize this movement comes from the hip. Your entire leg will turn as you take your toes outward and inward. The next time your toes face outward, let's continue to point them towards the corner of the room. I'm going to release my right leg down just as far as is comfortable. I'm going to place my left hand on my left hip to remind it to stay grounded towards the mat. So gently allow your right leg to fall out. Opening hips here. As you inhale and then exhale, you might notice a release of your muscles. You might be able to lower your leg just a little more. Opening your inner thigh. Breathing into that space. On your next inhale, bring your right leg back towards center. Let's switch your strap into your left hand. Extend your right arm outward. Let's allow our left leg to come just left of center. You can feel a lot of sensation in your leg, like maybe your IT band stretching. And you don't have to come far on this movement to feel sensations in your leg. Breathe here. Inhale, bringing your knee upright. Let's take one strap in each hand. And you may bend your knee here slightly as we bring our leg forward towards our chest. Again, targeting hip opening and leg strengthening. Inhale and exhale here. Please be gentle with yourselves and only bring your leg as far forward as is comfortable. As you're ready, take your heel back towards overhead, then release your right foot down towards the mat. Let's bring our left foot into the strap. We'll again begin with flossing. Your right leg is extended long on the mat. Bend your left knee towards your chest and extend it long. Bringing gentle movement into your left side. The next time your left heel is facing the ceiling, let's bring our strap into our left hand. And we'll begin again rotating our toes inward and outward, moving our entire leg. Noticing where else you feel that in your body. We'll point our toes outward, taking our leg into an outward rotation, and then gently drop our leg to the left, keeping your right hip grounded. If you feel like your hip is coming up too much, you can reset and start again. Only taking your leg out as far as it's accessible. Breathing here. Your next inhale will bring your leg overhead. Change the strap into your opposite hand. Let's extend left arm out to the side. Gently bring your right leg just right of center. If you feel an extreme stretch here, you may want to back off a little bit or possibly bend your knee. Inhaling, bringing your leg overhead. Let's bring our right foot up to join our left in the strap. Give yourself a gentle rock, massaging your lower back. Very nice. Let's release the strap down. We are going to come into reclined sun salutations. Bringing the heels of your feet to the mat. Let's gently lift our knees towards our chest. On an inhale, extend your feet and your hands upward, coming to an upward stretch. Inhale and exhale, gently lower your arms and your legs. Inhale, bring them to center. Exhale, extend up. Exhale, lowering your limbs down. We're going to add on here. Inhale, bringing knees towards center. Exhale, extending upward. Here you're going to bring your legs to a V. Lift your shoulders, your hands, reaching through your open V-sit. And extend everything back up towards the ceiling and then lower slowly. Let's do one more of those, working our abs. Inhale. Extend. Open legs to a V. Reach through, contracting your ab muscles. Exhale. And as you're ready, lowering back down towards the mat. Beautiful. We're going to come upwards to our hands and knees. So you're welcome to rock on your spine, back and forth, or you can simply drop to your side and lift yourself up to come to all fours. Here we will allow our spine to begin moving, bringing much needed lotion into this motion. You may gaze over one shoulder and then rotate to look over the opposite shoulder. You might rock back and forth, moving over your wrists. Just bring a nice movement to your spine. Beautiful. Let's curl our toes, lifting our hips, coming to our down dog. Reach your heels up, lower them to the mat, press your hands into the palm area, releasing your hips upward, taking your gaze towards your navel. Let's come to stillness and take 3 deep breaths. Let's begin walking your feet walking your hands to your feet, lowering, arriving towards the back of your mat. Please have a block. Placing left hand on the block. Let's lift right hand. You'll also bend your left knee to extend your arm upwards. Breathing here, finding an extension across your chest. Exhale. Let's lower your hand from overhead, placing your right hand on the block. Now bending your right knee, taking your left arm overhead. Exhale. Releasing down into your forward fold. You might reach for ankles or the mat, or lift your hands onto blocks to have more support in your forward fold. So that you don't release your torso down. You might shake your head no, nod your head yes. Let's gently roll our spine upwards, coming to standing. Here, coming to our Tadasana, our mountain pose, feeling strong here as our bones stack. Our crown is lifted, our shoulders are rolled back, our palms reach forward. Breathing here. Just as a reminder, during our practice, always think about returning to the breath, finding a deep breath that supports your postures. Let's take a gentle walk to the top of the mat. I'm going to move my left foot forward and balance into my left foot, putting pressure and weight, and then lift my right knee up. Lowering my right foot to the mat, I'll continue placing weight in my right foot and lifting my left knee upwards. And then taking my final step towards the front of the mat, lifting my right knee up. And again, coming to our Tadasana at the front of the mat. Beautiful. So we're going to come into a sequence here. I mentioned we'll be holding the poses a little longer and really sinking into the pose. So please join me. We are going to, again, balance into the left foot, lifting up the right knee. Hinge at your hips and extend your right foot back to the back of the mat, coming to our high crescent lines. That means that your right heel is lifted. Take a moment to look at your left knee. Is it tracking over your toes? You're feeling an extension in your an opening in your right hip. As you're ready, inhale. Let's lift, palms overhead, coming into high crescent lunge, relaxing your shoulders down, feeling strength in your back leg. Breathing here. Exhale. Let's place your right heel down. We'll come into our warrior two pose. Taking a moment to look at your posture. Is your left knee tracking over your ankle? Can you see your toes from this posture? Is your torso lifted? Not extended too far right or too far left, but more in the middle. Are your arms gently releasing from your shoulders? Inhale. Exhale. Notice how your back foot is planted into the mat, holding the weight of your body. Inhale. Exhale. Return towards the long edge of our mat and come into goddess. Lower your hips down as you extend your knees over your toes, coming into a gentle release. Opening your inner thighs. Inhale, your arms to cactus. Your shoulder is aligned with your elbow. Inhale. And exhale here. Building strength. Releasing your shoulders down. As I release my hands down, I'm going to come into extended side angle. So I extend my left leg long, release my elbow onto my right knee, lift my arm overhead, opening my shoulder gently, coming to a nice diagonal. Inhaling and exhaling here. Lift your chest, opening your chest towards the wall in front of you. Inhale. As we exhale, we will lift, turning back towards goddess, holding this pose with strength. Returning to the front of my mat for warrior two, and simply bring my right foot up towards the front of the mat. Let's continue that with our left side. Inhale, exhale, I'm going to lift my left knee as I balance into my right foot. Then I'll balance as I transition, lowering my left foot onto the back of the mat, finding strength here. Inhale, my arms overhead, releasing shoulders down. Maybe you find a little bit more of a lowering here as you find balance and strength. Your hips might become more fluid. Maybe you lift your gaze towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, release to warrior two, dropping your back heel down, finding your strong warrior, taking a moment to look at your posture. Gazing over your right hand. Inhale and exhale, come to goddess. Again, strengthening our legs, opening up our inner thighs, our shoulders, holding weight here, yet we're relaxing. I'm going to sweep down into my side ankle pose, straightening my back leg, releasing my elbow onto my left knee, sweeping my arm up and around, opening my shoulder, my chest, placing just slight weight on my left knee. Here, maybe you're able to turn your chest up towards the ceiling a little more as you hold this beautiful pose. Inhale and exhale. We'll inhale, lift up. I'm returning to goddess. Then to warrior two. Then I'm going to bring my back foot up towards the front of the mat. Returning to Tadasana. Resetting my posture, taking a deep breath here. All right, we're going to repeat that sequence and we will add on. Into Tadasana, taking one more full breath. As you're ready, balancing into your left foot, lifting right knee, hinging forward as I take my right foot back to the back of the mat. Inhale, lifting to my high crescent lunge. Maybe you feel a little bit more stability here. You're able to lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, warrior two. Taking one more full breath, relaxing your shoulders down. On your next exhale, turning towards goddess. Maybe you can sink your hips down towards the mat. Widen your stance a little more. On your next exhale, we'll move over to our extended side angle. Turning our chest outward and upward, finding a nice diagonal from heel to fingertips. Releasing shoulder down, maybe turning pinky finger towards the mat. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to drop my left hand to the mat, followed by my left knee. My right hand extends up towards the ceiling, coming into a nice, easy twist. Inhale and exhale. Placing my right hand down, I'm going to curl my left toes, come to runner's lunge, releasing any tension in the Extending my crown forward, my left heel back, coming to a nice diagonal here. Blocks are also a nice addition. Here I'll bend both knees, bringing my left foot forward and gently roll up through my spine to come back to Tadasana. We'll begin that same sequence on the right side. So balancing into my right foot, lifting my left knee. As you're ready, extend your left leg back towards the back of the mat, finding stability here, putting pressure in your right front foot and extending your back leg out to support your body. Inhale. Taking gaze upwards, releasing shoulders. Maybe lowering your stance just a little. Bringing your front thigh parallel to the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Glancing over your middle front fingers. Your next exhale will bring you into your extended side angle. Feeling length on your left side body, reaching upwards. Maybe turning your chest more towards the ceiling. Inhale, lifting. Returning to goddess. And then placing right hand onto the mat, releasing right knee down, coming into easy twist. Releasing back hand down. I'm going to curl my right toes, extend my right leg up, coming into my runner's lunge. Inhale, exhale. On your next exhale, bending both knees, stepping forward to the top of the mat, rounding and lifting, stacking your bones on one another as you come back to your Tadasana. Inhale, exhale. All right, how do you feel? Some strengthening going on. We are going to repeat that sequence one more time, and again, we'll add on as we go. Let's inhale, your hands up overhead, releasing palms to the mat. I'm going to step my right foot back, then my left foot, coming into my downward facing dog. Finding relaxation here as you inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more deep breath. On your next inhale, lifting your right leg high, coming to three-legged dog. Here, let's bend your right knee, take your heel towards your hip. Bringing rotation into this posture, maybe rotating your ankle or taking your knee in circles. Again, finding nice hip opening. Repeat the circle the other direction. Then rotate your frame towards the mat. On an exhale, bring your knee towards center. Planting your right foot between your hands. Here, finding balance between front and back foot. We will lift up to our high lunge. Inhale. And exhaling, coming to warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding a strong goddess as we turn towards the long edge of our mat. Inhaling and exhaling as you come into your strong side angle. Feeling the diagonal, the opening on your right side, twisting your chest towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, turning towards the mat, placing your right hand down. Let's keep our right foot extended as we turn onto our toes, lifting up for a twisted lunge. Inhale and exhale. Releasing left palm onto the mat. My right leg is extended. My right heel is lifted. I'm going to lift my hips and extend my left leg back. Coming into three-legged dog on this side. Feel a nice diagonal. And then let's open the hip, bending your left knee, bringing your heel towards your hips, opening your hips outward. Again, you may want to rotate your ankle or take your knee in circles. And then turn, squaring your hips towards the mat, taking a gaze towards the top of your mat, bending left knee, bringing left foot between your hands. As you're ready, finding stability here, lifting your frame up, coming to your high crescent lunge. Feeling strength here, maybe again being able to lower down just a little, finding a little more range of motion in this posture. Taking your gaze upward. Exhale. Coming to your warrior two. Feeling confident here in your posture. On your next exhale, you turn towards center, coming to your goddess pose. Finding a nice opening in your inner thighs, building strength here as your leg muscles engage. And then as you're ready, sweeping into side angle. Inhaling and exhaling. As you're ready, we'll release towards the front of the mat. I'm going to plant my left hand, keeping my left leg lifted. Turn towards the right as I extend my arm overhead. Nice twisted lunge. Inhale and exhale, planting right hand down. Let's sweep right foot back, coming back to three-legged dog. Exhale, releasing. Leg towards the mat. Bring our knees towards the mat. Let's come to a comfortable seat. You're welcome to sit on a block or a blanket. We're going to come into a pranayama. So our sequence brings us to a place where we've eliminated blockages in our body. We're able to move more freely. So now as we come into a pranayama, we're able to direct breath throughout our body. It's more relaxed, and we can gently bring breath in, relaxing our body even more. So please join me. We're going to do a pranayama 5, 2, 8. We'll inhale to a count of 5. We'll retain that breath for a count of 2, and then release it gently for a count of 8, elongating our breath, bringing more relaxation into our bodies. As you're ready, please inhale to 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please continue on your own, and if that count of breath is not working for you, please work within what's comfortable for you. On your own. Please continue. Final round. Let's return to regular breathing and find the space of meditation as you notice the effects of that breathing on your body, on your mind. Very nice. Good. All right, let's remove ourselves from our block. We're going to come into a child's pose. So from all fours, open your knees, bring your toes together, release your hips backwards. You're welcome to extend your arms long on the mat. Breathe in here deeply on your inhale, taking air into your lungs. On your exhale, maybe releasing your hips just a little more. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, let's lift up, coming back to all fours. From here, we'll come onto our belly. Extend your legs long on the mat, releasing your torso down. Let's come to the Sphinx pose. So my elbows are planted directly beneath my shoulders. As I widen my fingers, I can pull back on my hands, creating a tension that lifts my chest forward. Find a stretch deep from your abdomen upwards. Breathing here. So for our next posture, you can remain in Sphinx pose, or you can release your palms to the mat and take your forehead to the back of your hands for crocodile. Beginning to wind down, relaxing our body. Let's bend the right knee and extend it over to your right side, outward of your right hip, opening your inner thigh. This is half frog. Continue breathing here. If you like to extend out further in this pose, you're welcome to extend your right knee long, finding length from your hip outward. Use your breath to relax muscles in this posture. Let's bring your knee back if you've extended it out. Otherwise, keep your right knee bent. We'll lift our left hand and feed it underneath our armpit, grasping onto our right knee. If you'd like to stay here in this stretch, you're welcome to. Releasing your crown down towards the mat. If you'd like to come into supine twist, rotate your right arm overhead, taking a twist in your upper back and coming to supine. Maybe extending your gaze over your right outstretched arm. Breathing 4 more breaths here. As you're ready, coming back onto your belly, it's time to bring your right knee back to extension on the mat. And whether you're in Sphinx, lifting through your chest, or in Crocodile, you can bend your left knee and extend it out to the left side of your mat. Feel the opening throughout your hips, your groin area. And if you did on the other side, if you'd like to extend your foot long here, taking your left leg outward. Inhaling and exhaling. You're welcome to bring your left knee back into a bend if you extended it. And here, we'll continue with a mini thread the needle. I'm going to take my left hand, extend it across my body. Maybe you'd like to remain here, resting in this shoulder opening. If you'd like to extend out further, take your left arm overhead, coming into a supine twist here. Take 3 more deep breaths in this supine twist. And then whenever you're ready, returning to your belly, coming back to Sphinx pose. Let's draw your left knee back in and lower down. Let's place our hands on the right side of our chest, placing your elbows towards the ceiling. Let's inhale, lift up. Here, let's dome your back. And then open your chest. Releasing your spinal tension, abdomen, and caving. Let's inhale, lifting up, coming back to all fours. Let's enjoy one more child's pose. You may keep your knees closed or widen them. If your knees are closed, you can draw your hands back behind your torso. If your knees are open, you can extend your hands forward. On your next inhale, let's lift up from our child's pose. I invite you to come onto your back. Let's hold our strap near us. We'll recline down onto our back, maybe drawing your knees towards center, gently massaging your lower back. And as you're ready, let's repeat some of the postures we did at the beginning of class, noticing if we have more range of motion. So as you extend your heel up towards the ceiling, maybe you're able to straighten your leg here, and then lower your knee towards your shoulder, maybe finding your knee is dropped down just a little more. Inhale, and exhale. As you're ready, extend your heel up towards the ceiling. I'm bringing my strap into my right hand, and here again I'll begin external rotation of my toes. This involves your entire leg. So as you ground your left hip into the mat, turn your right toes out, extend your right leg outward. Perhaps you have a little bit more openness in your hip here. And as you inhale and exhale, relaxing your muscles, maybe you're able to lower down just a little more, opening your right leg out to the side. Breathing into the inner thigh area. Then as you're ready, inhaling your right leg up towards center, changing the strap into your left hand, adjusting your body as necessary to get comfortable. We're going to extend our left leg half center and come into a full twist. Rotating onto the left side, extending your right leg over your body. If you'd like, you can place a prop underneath your right foot, maybe a blanket, maybe your bolster. Feel an openness here. Taking 4 more deep breaths. Your next inhale, freeze your foot From the strap by bending your knee, let's turn back onto the back. Extend your left knee upward, your right leg long on the mat. Bringing the strap around left toes, extending leg long, drawing knee towards your chest. Maybe this is a little more comfortable. And then as you place your strap into your left hand, you'll plant your right hip against the mat, slowly drawing your left leg outward. Again, if you feel like you'd like to ground more through your planted hip, then start again, gently allowing your leg to fall out. As far as is comfortable. And maybe your leg relaxes more as you breathe deeply, releasing any tight muscles, any hold, any gripping. Taking continuous deep inhales and exhales. Your next inhale allows your leg to come back up overhead. Then you'll switch your strap into your opposite hand. Let's release our left leg over to our right side. Again, supporting your foot if you'd like a block or a bolster underneath it. Maybe you're able to take your gaze over your extended left arm for a full spinal twist. Taking 4 deep breaths here. Whenever you're ready, releasing your foot from the strap, bringing your knee back towards center. Let's join both knees towards our chest, wrapping elbows around our knees, placing our grasped hands just above our torso, releasing the legs into this bind. Gently unclasp your hands and release your legs long on the mat. Let's come into our final pose of the class. We'll come into Shavasana. Please prop your body up so that you're comfortable. Maybe you'd like blocks underneath your legs or a pillow behind your head. Maybe you'd like to cover your body in your blanket. Find your most restful pose here. As you recline down, let's scan our body, starting at the tip of the crown. Relaxing our skull into the mat or your support. Your eyes sink into their sockets. Your jaw relaxes. Maybe you open your mouth to release any tension. And then gently place your tongue at the back of your teeth. Your shoulders are supported against the mat. Your back, your hips, your thighs, your feet. Your feet are able to splay outward because they are relaxing. We'll remain here for approximately 5 minutes. Allow your body to relax a little more with each exhale. The sound of the chime will bring us back together. The sound of the chime indicates the end of our Shavasana. I invite you to take a deep breath in and release your exhale with a sigh. Begin bringing intentional movements to your fingertips, your toes, rotating your wrists, your ankles, moving your head to the right, to the left, finding ease in your neck. As you're ready, extend your arms long overhead. Extend your feet out, maybe freeing yourself from props. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your body to your favorite side, coming into your comfortable fetal position. Maybe propping your head on your arm, retaining the ease that you felt in your Shavasana. As you're ready, please lift your body up, coming back into your comfortable seated position. Bringing hands to heart center. You've done a wonderful practice, strengthening your body, expanding your lung capacity, and being creative in your own right. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in each of you. Namaste.